respect to vp.prodigy for getting this far, playing an excellent couple of games.
Exactly.
This is their hardest game yet. If they can win it, they'll take the series.
So Fogs, just do whatever you got to do, guys, because you're just amazing at your job, and we've lost the plot at this point.
Oh, thank you very much, Bags. But hey, no, we love you guys the most when you guys lose the plot. Very entertaining. Yeah, keep it up.
Keys,
keep it up.
paper, scissors.
Yeah, I'm just. It sucks that I cannot see what you guys are talking about at the moment. I wish I could. I'm gonna have to watch it later. It sounds like you guys are having a lot of fun, and folks, we're gonna have a lot of fun here, right? Right? You know, this isn't gonna be a 17-minute GG. Surely, it's gonna be longer. Whatever happens, right?
There's gonna be battling.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But let's talk about some of the positives of VPP's lineup, because they've got some of the heroes that they have had some fantastic games with in previous series this tournament, right?
Yes, that is very true, and they also do have some heroes that are good versus other ones in particular, right? Like the Clockwork, you know, if he can get on top of the support, sure, he can be okay, he can be pretty good in particular versus Shaker, but I'm looking at Clockwork, looking at a Chen and a Furion, a lot of little creeps gonna be running around to interfere with that battery assault early on in particular. Other small things, I guess, like, I mean, it's small gains that they can have, but they have, like, you know, they have Culling Blade versus the Troll later on if he does have Battle Trance in some situations. And they don't have to really rely on cooldowns at all, so they can actually match Secret's aggression. That's the one thing I'm looking at, is like, this is just gonna be a straight battle nonstop because nobody's really playing on cooldowns.
Oh. See DM there just having a bit of a look at the courier, but Puppy's well away. He's not going to let that one go. And if anything, he's going to start poking around with DM. As DM was trying to get in position, start pulling some creep waves. So let's have a look at these lane setups then. We obviously got Nisha down on the safe lane as the Prophet. In terms of already some movements, TP up to the top lane will be there from Save, ready to back up Epileptic Kid. Playing, you know, this Void Spirit here that we have really seen in pretty much all positions. It is going to be this safe lane Void Spirit this game. So very intrigued to see what Epi Kid's going to be able to do on the hero in this position. As I feel like this is probably one of the positions that I think has the biggest sort of question marks. I guess in theory it can work if you play it the same way as you play like a safe lane Ember, as this really sort of high mobility playmaking core.
I feel like they just had nobody else who could actually play in the lane versus a Batrider, but I don't think Void Spirit can either.
Can he? Yeah.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
that was their best option, I guess, that they could do for himself. But I don't feel like, I feel like he's just gonna get completely bullied. I think all their heroes just get completely bullied by Batrider, to be fair. He's gonna get gone on immediately. He has the skill point saved.
Yeah, but level 1 dissimulate,
okay.
It doesn't feel... I mean, again, it feels good in the fact that you didn't die, but it doesn't feel great in the fact that it's not going to help you, like, secure the range creeps and stuff. You know, Zai's... You know, you no longer have that resonant pulse nuke to guarantee you that CS from afar.
And I believe that... Was that the stick? I think Yapsor just killed the courier coming out to Epi Kid, which had his magic wand / stick on it to get those, you know, charges from the sticky napalm that will be negated immediately. He knew it was coming. That's a heads-up play. I think if you're playing... If you have a Batrider in your early lane and you see these, you know, these laners start without a magic stick, just go camp the courier. You know the courier is going to come bring it out ASAP. I think that's a super heads-up play by him. What
about some of these other lanes? Mid lane matchup, you know, Matu against the Monkey King is... What are we going to see here?
Good for Troll. Monkey King has too hard of a time ever building up stacks, so Troll should be able to win that one pretty well. DM is going to get experience nicely down bottom just from creep cutting. I saw Puppy went boots first this game, so he could just penitence him and chase him around with it. So they'll at least get, I think bottom will at least get something out of it, but not like Nisha is ever going to, I don't think Nisha should ever be at risk of being dove or being chased out either.
No, he should be able to get some, you know, get himself a pretty decent start down here with this sort of play.
So DM will be farmed. That's the big thing, right? DM's going to have a lot of gold built up on this axe because of these cutting, the creep cutting nonstop. Ein is trying to do something here. Oh, if only he'd rocketed right away, he could have actually broken Matu's out, but he didn't know.
Oh, we will manage to get a little bit of it with the balance strike. Top lane, Zai getting aggressive with the Firefly. Again, Epic Kid just being forced to use that to simulate to jump away.
Doing okay in last hits.
Control of this. Yeah, he's
up top. He's doing okay.
Yeah. He had a bit of time where Zai obviously made that creep pull and TP back to base. So there was a wave or so that Epi Kid was able to touch without the interruption of the Batrider. Mid lane, Yapsor. He's looking for the fish to set up.
Kill.
Is trying to run that trap. It's not actually going to trap it.
What?
Looked like it looked like he had him there, but there was actually space enough for FN to sneak around the edge of that Fisher.
Yapstar's like, I can't fit through there. Why can't you fit through there? What the heck? All right. Sneaky as top. Sai will actually be able to find save this time here. A couple sticky stacks. Sai's got such a free game.
Yeah. I mean, it really was what the dream 5th pick bat. And you saying it to me yourself, the fact that you've got both this bat and shaker into so many
quad melee. Yeah. I actually forgot to mention that. I wrote that one to you and then didn't actually mention it.
That's one of the biggest, reasons why Secrets Draft is kind of good against that of VPP. Zai does die though. They bring FN over. The 3 of them are able to take Zai out. So this time Zai won't be able to TP back to the base. Meanwhile though, Secret, they also find DM. Matu's able to come in with a swift movement and take him down, getting a kill as that mid troll.
Wow, I actually didn't
turn to the lane.
I didn't really think about this. I actually thought it's what he had done. I thought he was just chasing the Axar and he divine favored the troll to him, and it was just unexpected from that complete, but it actually was just a Matu rotation. But that's something that they could do with Puppey very easily if the Axe ever does try to go for anything like that again. He'll have that divine favor rally and can just rapture people across the map.
Well, there we go. Ina.
The seeds of fortune.
See what I can do here. And fuck, I'm not the smartest. Is there a reason why Puppey has the Yoga Bruiser?
I was wondering the same.
Is that? I mean, it's different, right? You get to set the trend. Who needs heroes? Who needs creeps with abilities when you can just walk around and look swag?
I mean, he doesn't have any. He has no other creeps to get. I guess that's it. That's pretty much all he could actually get around himself, because I think the ice armor was dead and he couldn't get that one either. Yeah, I mean, he just got whatever creep he could. Just some little extra damage.
Oh, 6 minutes last game, we've got to remember 7 minutes in, there was a 3k difference. We're 6 minutes, and there isn't that sort of a difference at all. Down bottom, DM is able to clean up the treants. Puppey having a bit of a poke on to Ina. Nisha stepping forward, looking for the body blocks with this treants, and may just be able to do it here if we can get them around the tree line, but already Ina's just hiding deep in the trees. They won't be able to hunt him down.
Almost 6 on Nisha too. That's always going to be one of those things you have to watch out for, the global potential. That extra little bit of damage. Every single lane has to just be wary of that ult coming out soon. And also, the lane that you're in now, because you get that bonus damage as well from it. So he will hit that much harder.
Zai is going to get gone on here. They've got the point in the Ancient Seal too, pulling him back with the Remnant, but Zai's doing his best to juke it out. It won't matter. They do manage to catch him. Epileptic Kid and save with the skills to take Zai out of this lane for a second time now, where Zai has been killed off up here.
Yeah, they've actually recovered pretty nicely. They've identified that Yapsor is rotating away from the lane a lot, so they can actually punch back and hit Zai, because they have good levels up there. The Skywrath is only almost level 4, Voice Spear approaching level 7. Definitely have the potential to counteract him a bit as DM. They're going to try for this.
Yeah, tries to TP out. They've got the fish yet. And DM, they'll make them work for it a little bit. And there's only so much you can do down here against the 3 of them. So both off-laners falling. We're seeing both teams prioritize and making sure that neither DM or Zai does get as free of a game as, as we said, both of these heroes could potentially have in these scenarios.
Oof, that mid, that was a bit of a troublesome scenario there for VPP. FN actually realized he can't lane mid safely because of Yapsor's rotations. Matu just can set up for kills for him nonstop. He's just jungling now, and his tower is at 500 HP because of it.
No, that's not something you see every day when it's a troll mid, right? Sure, this hero is going to have, in terms of the tower damage, sure, this hero can win matchups, but getting that much damage done to a tower this early on, something's gone terribly wrong for the dire side here in the mid.
Yeah, looks like now looks like they were giving save the lane. He's a little bit scared for now. Epi Kid is gonna venture his way back over. Thought maybe he gives the Skywrath a little bit of levels and he tries to look to go make some plays elsewhere, but looks like they're just gonna go back to Zai since Zai showed his face.
Kill Zai. Yep. The Ancient Seal, it's an insane amount of magical burst from these two. And they're able to get these quick kills. So again, this is a lot of money going towards Epi Kid. He's able to get his item build online pretty quick. He is doing as you would do as an Ember in this position, just getting the urn up. And you can expect, obviously, him to play him very, very mobile across the map and looking to try and make the other areas a little nicer for vp.prodigy. As elsewhere, there's certainly problems that are being had. Mid lane, Ina is able to stop the chase here with the cogs coming out. Benicia, he TP's in, he sprouts him up. They'll get the kill nonetheless. As Ina will fall, and Matu with the TD looks to be able to finish off this mid-tier 1 tower just before the 9-minute mark as a mid-troll. Matu doing a considerable amount of damage, but the Iron get the jump on him. The silence there, but it's not enough damage in time. He's able to pop the ult, fishes out onto the 2 of them. Matu should still die here as he falls low. The life's still not enough to save him. They get the kill, and now DM with the wraparound has been able to grab Puppey with the Berserker's Call. VPP, they'll get the 2 kills, both Puppey and Matu to fall, as vp.prodigy respond to their tower going down.
Very nice aggressive play coming forward for them, just committing everything on Matu. Matu almost lives because that stick fairy fire, but troll ult level 1, pretty weak. Can't actually lifesteal up and stick on targets. Yap's also only level 4. A good response. Them losing the tower, still painful, but at least they're able to punch back a little bit there. Who got the kills? DM ends up getting that secondary one. Okay. Definitely want to see DM get quite a lot of them early on so they can have easier setups with an early blink.
How's DM doing on the money on that? 600 into it. And as you say, is going to be rushing that top lane. Let me see if they can find further setup here. Epic Kid and Save ready to get on the move. This time, they've got FM ready to join the play. Zai is going to be kept away from the bounty room with the Remnant drop down. They will be able to at least secure that one for themselves. And elsewhere, looks like it will be the 2 for 2.
Secret has a lot of global potential now. Zai now has Boots of Travel finished, so they have the Furion, or Nature's Prophet, they have the Boots of Travel, and they have the Chen who can rapture people around. Now they're starting to get themselves going, looking for another play. Haste Rune as well in the Bat's bottle. The best rune.
He's ready to go. Straight in onto DM. There's the lasso to start things off. Dragging him back. Nature's Wrath connects. Yapso's got the extra lockdown.
And the last hit.
Of course.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
He wouldn't have it any other way, yeah. You know, needs to have money for his blink. As he himself, 800 towards it.
Sure
Top
does.
lane.
We see they are looking for an aggressive play. Level 6 on the Skywrath too. They could definitely set up for a kill on Tanisha here.
Yep, they can get in and burst him. As long as they're able to pull him back with the Remnant into the Mystic Flare, they have him. The control's there now. Secret will try with the turnaround. TP's coming from Zai and Matu. They'll take save for the trade, but a trade that vp.prodigy will be happy with. Epileptic Kid's game continuing to look good. He stays up top. He's going for that Yules, of course, next, so we'll have that defensive mechanism and also a way to mess with some of these heroes like the Troll in the fight. So, you know, all things said and done, this is one of the better starts. Well, I think it is the best start we've seen from them in this series, right? This is, you know, sure, they're still 1k down, but they've got things going for themselves. And as the panel said, with this lineup, they are in their comfort zone. vp.prodigy have a lot of experience playing on a lot of these heroes. This is a lineup that they do know how to close up further objectives with.
Absolutely, and it's a fast-paced draft, so they can keep bringing, with this good start here that they have, they can actually bring the action to Secret and actually look to fight them quite a lot. But that's where the part that we were mentioning before comes into play. It's a quad melee draft versus a Bat Rider and an Earthshaker.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah. FN is able to jump away. He's also queued up a Diffusal this game on that Monkey King instead of the Echo Saber.
Oh, mid lane. A shoot and a miss there from Ina.
Oh, they're actually going into Roche.
And there's no hook shot now.
Yeah.
The hook shot, that could have been the potential for the steal. Without it, I don't know if any of vp.prodigy's heroes are going to be able to do anything about this. And with the DD rune on Matu,
it's almost dead. He has the Alpha Wolf as well, so he gets that extra damage. There's no way VPP could have known this was coming. This was just like, oh, a DD rune outside the pit with Nature's Prophet and Alpha Wolf. Why not? Perfect movement by Secret. Good read. VPP unable to respond. They do get a good amount pushed out bottom. DM also farm jungle. He's getting very close to the blink.
Dire's top tower has some Radiant-shaped problems. Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, they're taking tier 2s here. Fortification will come out. Ina's moving over. 10 seconds to a hook shot. They've got to slow down Secret somehow.
Epi Kid. Let's cut that wave. He's being spotted. He's getting surrounded by a lot of Secret members here.
But he's got backup. Save is there with the silence. The fixture from Yapso couldn't be any better. Hits onto the 2 of them. TP comes in from Nisha. He's able to trap Epileptic Kid for now. And Epic Kid, all his spells on cooldown. He's got no further escape. as both him and Save Core, as well as Saves Courier, as a bit of a bonus for Secret on top. Matu running in. He's actually going to find FN. FN trying to get away, but the damage is already done. FN is trying to run. Matu's able to stay on the target. The root's there. FN, he needs backup, and he needs it now. TP's coming in from Ina. Ina does have a hook shot, but he's not using it. They've lost FN. Ina will himself live. I mean, he's not going to want to go in now. I was a little surprised. I felt with maybe a hook shot on a Cogs, he could have had an attempt at saving FN, but all in all, certainly feels like it's falling apart a bit. I mean, FN, for a start, dying in that position, he just saw what happened to save an Epi Kid. I guess he just didn't expect Matu to come zooming into their half of the map like that as he walked nonchalantly up the stairs. But Matu was there, and he was waiting, and it's another hero dead on VPP. It's now 4K lead for Secret.
Such a fast way for things to accelerate. Just a little bit too aggressive by Epi Kid and gets punished heavily.
Yeah, they do get the call on him. So getting something, but they need these big kills. They're slipping behind yet again.
That was so costly for them.
Yeah.
Now they're going to look to make an aggressive play. Matu has an Aegis though, so see if they can maybe
right by
look
his
to set
tower.
up on him twice, but
TPs will come in if they go on him.
it's the blink ready on. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's risky right now.
And Matu knows, as long as he sticks by his tower, they're not going to make a play on him. Far too risky to go diving there.
It's getting like they still have ways to be able to fight. The thing I'm concerned about from VPP is like ever hitting another tower, right? Actually killing a building. They don't have good objective taking. They actually have to win a fight in order to be able to progress into taking any buildings with their draft. Like nobody really hits those towers. Secret's all set up here. Everyone can keeping their farm up. Yep, so sitting behind Matu. Nisha finishing up that Orchid any second now, and we do see Puppy. He's using that Rapture, so he Raptures Zai into the mid lane to be able to set up and protect this tower.
There we go. They've got to do something with this. They've got the blink. They've got the diffusal on FN. Ina's got the smoke ready to go. This is versus Prodigy's time to try and get a jump on Secret. It's not going to be easy though. Secret pretty set up for anything around this mid. DM. It's going to try and jump in with the call. Doesn't actually get them with the call. And now Zai just walks up, lassos FN. DM's going to try and run, but he's slowed by the axes. I mean, they killed Puppy, but they're losing 3 heroes for it. It's definitely not worth. And you see a team make those sort of aggressive plays by these towers. You know that things are starting to break down internally for them. This is looking rough yet again.
Epi Kid,
for Pro Prodigy top. They will get Nisha. So it's something, but again, it's every single time though, these trades just never feel great for Prodigy.
No, it looked like, I mean, honestly, that was Poppy baiting them. He put himself there and left his creeps like right next to him because he was like, "Go on me, please. I want you to." He wanted them to do that, and it was perfect for them. He doesn't even use the Hand of God. I think he could have Hand of God and lived when he backed up, but I think he thought he was fine for a second. But yeah, Puppy just stood there with confidence. I think DM's call was a little bit off, but it was still such an over-aggressive play from VPP because I feel like they feel like they're forced to do this because they have to just take these fights in order to progress into any type of objective taking. Yeah. But Secret's prepared. They know. And now I believe that's a full mech as well now for Puppy, who barely died in that last situation.
Fisher in, but they do get the jump. They managed to get the call onto Matuma Man. Matuma Man getting pulled forward. He's able to turn on towards Zina. Does still have the Aegis, you got to remember. So he's got that second life ready to go. And yet they've not been able to bring him down the once. Matu's going to be able to keep that Aegis intact. Jump up to the high ground. Epi Kid with the Yaws control, but the Nature's Wrath comes crashing through. Fisher's there under the 2 of the Matu steps forward with the ultimate FN. Gets the miserable, tries to get the Wukong's command up, but the Echo Slam is down. The Wukong's command was successfully cast though, so Zai does die in it. They also lose another, but Matu, he's just cleaning up. He's too big right now. He's got a full S and Y. They seem unable to deal with this troll. They do manage to get the pull over to him, but the backup's inbound for Matu. Nisha heading across with Puppy and Yapzor. Buyback comes out from Epi Kid, but he cannot dive into this. The rest of Secret will be able to safely back out as the 4 of them. It's another team fight where Secret are coming out on top. Nisha gets the quick silence onto Epi Kid, making sure there's nothing else other than the Ether Remnant to follow up. Also being rooted down there, Puppy playing with it. Chain Stuns come through. Aina still trying to force something. Does manage to close the gap onto Nisha. Nisha, he is Ancient Sealed. He's also trapped in the cogs. They managed to get the profit. Can they get more from this? They're trying to move forward, but Matsu, he's ready to turn. They know with the buyback of Nisha, they can take this fight. FN goes for the TP out, but Yapso's able to jump in, cancel the TP with the Aftershock. They pull back the 4 Void Spray. It's a dieback on Epileptic Kid and on Save for that matter.
Yeah, he just bots in on the creeps right behind their enemy lines and then able to find that Void Spirit. Oh man, vp.prodigy, I mean, they were trying to just straight up fight back, but we're really seeing that the 4 melee coming into play, right? Like you see them they just trickle into Secret one by one with all these melees, and Secret they just have amazing heroes versus these 4 melee, like a Fissure, even with the Troll with the axes coming into play, and a Bat Rider.
Oh, man.
The fights are chaos.
And they're up to the high ground, pre-20 minutes. Secret having a bit of a poke, fortification will be there.
Middle tower is under attack.
Zai. And he's going to run down Aina. Give him an old bit of the old Invis Rune and Firefly. He'll drop a sentry so he can see his killer before he falls.
He really wanted to kill him invisible.
Oh.
He had Sticky that whole time.
And he tries. He hits the sensor. He says, please take my life. But the sensor won't. Secret get the kill.
Dire with the scan.
My god. And somehow Puppy also just always being so farmed as a Chen. You know, he just got Dominator mech and all his creeps following him around. This could be one of the last few fights. Let's see how they can set up. Right now, Nisha's not over here, but he's got the teleport.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the fact Puppy, as you say, he's got more farm than DM's Axe. And, you know, we said DM's Axe, it could have potentially been the hero that had a good game with the way it was starting with the creep cutting. But his game, along with the rest of his teams, has been heavily hit here by Secret.
Secret ready. They have Echo Slam ready again. And Yakthor, I believe, also just hits level 12.
Top, they get the call, they get the kill. Able to jump on Matu from the trees. GM's able to find that setup. Matu was not prepared. See if they can turn this into anything more versus Prodigy as they step down the mid, but Zai, not afraid to make the moves, jumps in, pulls back Epi Kid into the army at the mall. On the side, DM being controlled by Yapso, dropping the Echo Slam just to make sure that DM cannot find a route of initiation as they'll kill off DM. And with that, the rest of Virtus Prodigy have to run. Nisha, seeing if he can get a Sprout off, but he can't quite close the gap. They will get everyone else out of the area.
Secret just parks themselves at that tower because they're like, okay, you killed Matumba, man, but look at your lanes. Top lane's pushing in, mid lane's pushing, or bottom lane's pushing in. I mean, it's a great kill for VPP to get, but Secret, they know that there's nothing for VPP to gain after that one if they just sit themselves on that high ground because they're just that much stronger still at this point. Even without Matumba, man, it's too scary for VPP to progress into that high ground versus all this Chen army and versus an Earthshaker.
Dire's top tower has some radiant shape. Bid farewell.
And the farm, it's just not there for Virtus Prodigy's cause. We saw obviously with the buyback from Epi Kid, his game was totally slowed down. He was having a good start before that, you know, got great timing on the Yules and the Earner Shadows. But this Desolator, it feels like he's had it queued up for an age right now. He's not been getting any closer to it because he just hasn't had the chance to. As you say, you know, the only real way of getting back into this is fighting. But the fights, they're not going great.
No, you can't win the fights
cleanly.
No, I mean, there's such an insane amount of sustain that comes out just from Puppy, and then his aura if he's standing around. So it's like you almost feel like you're forced to go for Chen a lot of the times in the fights.
Maybe they could get Nisha. Nisha. They do get the jump. I mean, the combo, it works out. The old Axe Skyrath, that will do the job. It's a big kill to find. Nisha's dead.
Can they turn it into anything now? That's the big thing.
Roshan's up in 30 seconds, so they will have a 30-second window where Nisha's not up. But I guess looking at their lineup, they can't do Roshan. Mid lane,
it's actually just jumping forward.
It's got the ground, dragging them back in. They do try to jump in with the call. It's not going to come in time. Still, Matu, he can turn, pops the ult. The cogs do break them off from DM, but Yapso's able to blink over. Has the further control required to kill off the Axe. Zai still chasing onwards towards Aina. Very little that anybody on Prodigy can do to help their poor old Clockwork. As Aina trapped up in his own cell there, the cogs holding him back. It's 3 dead yet again on Virtus Prodigy, and this should be some movement for Secret to go down mid, take these tier 3s out. start hitting onto the racks.
Over here.
Yeah, it really just doesn't matter if they even lose like one of these heroes. Like, there's just VPP can't force the issue into this Bat Rider plus Earthshaker every time.
On top side.
And not only just the Earthshaker, but the Chen grabbing all those creeps on top of him is Zai.
He's starting to just, poke around with him. The Wukong's command will stop Zai from chasing. TP will come over as well from Epileptic Kid, but he's actually going to cancel it. Doesn't feel that they can go for anything. Secret sweeping back over to reconnect with the rest of them. And look there, and lo and behold, Roshan respawns. Secret can head into the pit. There's no Wukong's command. I mean, they do have a hook shot. They could try for some crazy play, but then they're just not moving over quick enough.
Can't fight that area.
They're going to be able to take this down before anybody on Prodigy even has a sniff of them doing Roshan.
They're probably honestly feeling like, how do we take any of these fights versus them? Because like even when they're getting the pickoffs, they're just not able to, even with number advantage, because Zai always gets the dream initiation right afterwards. Right now they're all staying near each other, probably just waiting for FN to have the BKB finished, and then that's going to be, hey, it's like, well, if we can't do anything with this, I don't know what we're supposed to do, because this might be the last draw for them in these next few moments.
Well, let's see what they have got with this BKB. FN. Oh, no.
He's grabbed already.
Oh, no. Oh!
Okay.
They got the call. They got the call. DM's having a turn. The balance strikes down the puppy. They'll kill the Chen. But DM will die. And now FN with the remainder of his BKB is going to have to try and run away. As Zai's hot on the chase. Holds him in place with the clumsy net. Rodovatos out onto Zai. They are letting FN run away, but no. Nisha cuts the trees down with the sprout. And that is FN dead. They got puppy. But that is all. That is all. Cost them 3 heroes. The BKB reveal doesn't do anything spectacular. A secret. They head straight back down mid. They clean up another set of racks. Up to the top lane they go. They've got all the pushing power required to look to close this one up.
Puppy showing no mercy today. You know, sometimes you see Secret, they're going into like some of these BO3s, BO5s. Puppy's like, you know, I'm not going to pick our Chen Shaker. They go into this third game, they pick Chen Shaker right off the bat. They've got their like strongest heroes that they've played. Get a come out to.
With the Mystic Flare, they'll take him down the once. The Aegis is gone. 10 seconds and FN's back up. I know he's got the hook shot if he wants to go for this. Ancient Seal ultimate man. They're bringing back with the Ether Remnant. Do they have any further burst? He's down to half HP. Ina's in with a hook shot, but he's been silenced. He cannot get the cogs off. Ina's dead. Is to buy back DM. Jumps and gets the 2-man call. Epileptic Kid trying to jump in with the Dissimulate. Balance strikes out FN. Puts the BKB. He's got the Wukong's command as well, but Matu, he's popped the ult. Turns over towards FN. They are bringing Matu down low. The ult will start to come to an end. The cloaks are down, trapping Matu in. But the root's there. And Matu, he's just life stealing back up. He's beating down to the monkey. They're pulling with the Raven. The Absol's in with the Echo Slam. They're both dead. Double kill for Nisha. They'll move back towards the racks. They'll clean up a second set secret as vp.prodigy being bullied back to the base. DM will manage to get him with a buyback call onto Zai, but Epileptic Kid, he's dead for 50. No buyback on the Void Spirit. They'll flame break DM back outside the Fissure, blocking him off from being able to get back to the safety of his own fountain. And Matu, he's just diving in now. They're going straight into the fountain. Team wiping them all. Jesus pop from Matu as he doesn't even die for the dive. As they're all dead on vp.prodigy. Secret closing up the game.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
These guys are good. They know what they're doing. Yeah, just from draft to play to everything that they've set up in these games has been just spectacular. And it was no mercy. Like we said, look at Ina, even saying close games.
Close games. Close
XD,
games.
Yeah.
And an XD indeed.
Yeah, it was a masterclass by Secret. I think that the last game